video has gone viral. This is basically popular, it's called the film theory, the problem with Baby Yoda. It's basically popular science mixed with popular films, and therefore to try and make the Darwinian message a lot more digestible. Now, there's some general ideas in this film from a scientific perspective, from an evolutionary perspective, which are valid. So I'm just going to leave those. However, there's one classical Darwinian piece of propaganda which is in here, which needs to be absolutely dismantled. So what it is this. Darwinists have this idea. In fact, I'm not going to give the idea first. I'm going to play the clip so that the young people who are watching this, they'll just look at this and they'll first think about this, and then I'll react to it.
So little about his history, but what we're able to theorize is pretty darn incredible. He's practically the last of his species because of the evolutionary double-edged sword that he's dealing with. On one hand, he's one of the most highly evolved beings in the galaxy, but he's so evolved that his species can no longer survive.
So evolved, his species can no longer survive. That makes just about sense as me saying, that guy is so intelligent, he failed a blood test. What are you guys talking about? So highly evolved, couldn't survive. Okay, so let me just break down this Darwinian piece of propaganda. Darwinists want you to believe in progress. They want you to believe that if you are fitter, physically, mentally, psychologically, linguistically, in terms of your wisdom, your intellect, your morality, then you're better. So they have this idea of progress, right? Now, this idea of progress is actually killed from a scientific perspective. The reason for this is from a cold, rational, reductionist, scientific, materialistic point of view. It doesn't matter whether you're smarter or you're dumb. What matters is how many fertile offspring do you actually leave? So if you have a tree of life and we have elephants, giraffes, human beings, zebras, and on the supposed tree of life we have Yoda, it doesn't actually matter if Yoda is wise, if Yoda is moral, if Yoda is intelligent. What matters is how many fertile offspring he actually has. So from an evolutionary perspective, bacteria is fitter than Yoda. Now, if you're starting to feel, hey, wait, this is so bad. This is such a ridiculous idea that human beings can be reduced to the highest rationale of our existence is survival and reproduction. Well, guess what? That's what the theory actually entails. But that's not the popular narrative of the popular Darwinists. So, for example, even in Selfish Gene, the Richard Dawkins, he says the highest rationale of life is preservation of our genes, so survival and reproduction. Yet, at the same time, he speaks about progress, speaks about being more moral, being better. It doesn't matter if you're immoral, it doesn't matter if you're dumb. What matters is how many offspring you actually leave. So this particular video, this isn't really popular science with a bit of popular films. It's popular fiction mixed with Darwinian delusions.